Very good afternoon to you and welcome to Lunchtime News coming to you live on MTVsports. I'm Shahin Jurampati. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. President Rajapaksa offers condolences to the lives lost in Gaza. Central Hills affected by gale force winds. Chairperson of the Delhi OOT Pradesh Sabha arrested. Foot and mouth disease spreads across 14 districts. Malaysia shells Tripoli International Airport. On to those stories in detail. President Mahinda Rajapaksa has offered his condolences to the lives lost in Gaza. President spokesperson Mohan Samarnayaka said that the head of state had telephoned Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas and discussed the situation in Gaza. According to the international reports, more than 178 people have been killed by Israeli airstrikes on the Gaza Strip. Now, meanwhile, President Mahinda Rajapaksa says that he always placed his trust on the competency levels within the country. The president emphasizes that he is committed to support such characters.
A meeting was convened at Temple Trees last evening to seek the views and suggestions of the local business community to formulate the budget for 2015. Speaking at the meeting, the president had said that Sri Lanka over the recent past has managed to reach global appreciation through local products. The head of state had informed the local business community that rising businessmen will be supported as a government responsibility. The President's Media Unit said that representatives from the Agriculture, ICT, Public Health Service, Naval Service, Beauticulture, Veterinary Service, Footwear, Gem and Jewellery, as well as the bakery sector were present at the meeting. Several issues in the domestic market was also brought to the President's attention at this meeting, and measures to develop the sector was also discussed at the meeting.
Only this government.
Yes.
Industrial parks.
Yes.
So why don't you go there? Marketing, politics, even means.
The Ceylon Electricity Board says that it has sufficient stocks of furnace oil to continue with the electricity generation without any hindrance. Honorable Pidarshanayapa, the Minister of Petroleum Industry, says that the rumours spreading over a scarcity of fuel stocks in the country are baseless. As the subject minister, I would like to tell all of you that the reports on the shortage of fuel is completely false. We have stocks of fuel for a span of 25 days and we are maintaining this. So therefore the required amount of diesel, petrol and kerosene oil is available. And also the vessel carrying more fuel will reach the country shortly. The distribution of oil is also being carried out according to proper procedure. It is also advisable that there not be any fear of a shortage of fuel. It is no doubt that we are facing a temporary issue. We won't say there is no shortage. However, it is not as big as a problem as portrayed by trade unions. Chairman of the CEB, W.B. Ganegala, speaking in the Newsfirst, said that 70% of the daily electricity requirement is provided via coal power plants. He added that the requirement is acquired from the CEB and private power plants. Meanwhile, the acting chairman of the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation, S. Amarasekara, says that although there is a shortage of furnace to some extent, it is not a major issue. The CPC also adds that operations at the oil refinery in Sapugaskanda will commence from tomorrow. Acting chairman of the CPC, S. Amarasekara, said that subsequent to the restoration work on the pipeline of the loading buoy that transports crude oil from the Colombo harbour, the supply of crude oil to the oil tanks in Sapugaskanda has commenced. He went on to say that the renovation work on the pipe that transports fuel from the vessels at sea to the storage complex in Muthuruajavela will be completed within the next 2 days. Also making headlines this afternoon, the Department of Animal Production and Health says that the foot and mouth disease has spread across 14 districts across the country.
Director of Animal Health at the Department of Animal Production and Health, Dr. A. Sivasodi, said that the disease has spread to Kalathara, Golmathura, Kurunegala, Putlam, Anuradhapura, Gampaha, Colombo, Polonnaruwa and Badulla districts, as well as the Jaffna, Mullaitivu and Kilinochchi districts. The department adds that cattle infected by the disease have been reported from a number of areas in the above mentioned districts. Dr. A. Sivasodi adds that transportation of affected hoofed animals to other areas will attribute to the rapid spread of the disease. However, a program is already underway to vaccinate the affected cattle in those areas. Dr. A. Sivasodi went on to say that plans have been formulated to import the vaccine from India for this purpose.
The chairperson of the Delhi Yovita Pradesh Sabha has been arrested by the police. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rona said that the chairperson was arrested over the theft of a bus. He added that the chairman had been arrested when he had confessed to the police this morning. On to more local news, Assistant Director of the Disaster Management Centre Pradeep Kodipalli says that over 1,711 houses have been damaged by the gale force winds that affected several districts. He added that around 106 houses were completely destroyed. Meanwhile, the Department of Meteorology forecast gale winds for the Central Hills today as well. Duty meteorologist Ajit Vijayamana said that the Western, Sabaragamu and Central provinces and the Gaul and Mathura districts will experience rainfall today.
The possibility for increasing of southwest monsoonal wind speed up to 50 to 60 kilometers per hour at times over the country, particularly along the western slope of the Central Hills, is still high. Several spells of showers will occur at western, Sabaragamu and central provinces and in Gaul and Mathura district. Showers may spread to the northwestern province too.
A.L.A. Mataullah, the Minister of Local Government and Provincial Council, speaking at an event in Madampe yesterday, said that it is the responsibility of all to protect the country. The event was held to lay the foundation stone for the new bus stand, weekly fair and the multi-purpose building complex that will be built in the Madampe town under the Purunagama program. As Sri Lankans, we all have a responsibility to protect the country. If we cannot protect the country, then there will be no need of any such projects. Some foreign leaders are not satisfied with the peace which we have achieved. They do not like it. How did we end the war? What strength does the army possess to end this war? What strength does the president possess? These are the issues that they have. The international conspirators are attempting to put down our country and destabilize our economy. The US, Norway, London and other European nations do not like this. Only the Arab nations supported us. The body of a youth who was washed away by strong currents in the waters of Nirmalapura in Kalpitia was discovered this morning. The youth has been playing on the beach with a group and 4 of them were dragged away by the strong currents. The remaining persons had managed to rescue 3 of them. However, 1 person drowned and his body was discovered this morning. The deceased was 17-year-old Asoka Lakshan. Still in local news, the Kokorala police today seized a stock of Kumbuk timber that was being transported illegally. The police said that the stock of timber was being transported under the guise of transporting bottled water. The Kokorala police seized the stock of timber in Malsiripura base on a tip-off. 3 persons have been arrested over the incident and are residents from Hinguragoda. The police are continuing further investigations. And that's a look at lunchtime news. Thank you very much for watching. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Shahin Rampati.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback